How's it going, you guys? Welcome to the Palm Springs Show. Welcome to the Palm Springs Show. What's up, you guys? Welcome to the Palm Springs Show. What's up, Palm Springs? Welcome to the Palm Springs Show. My name is Jacob Johnson, and today we're here at the Cole Hotel right now.
Tommy Rose's Dragon Dine Delivery.
Stopping at the Brandini's factory in Rancho Mirage. We are going to the Windmill Tour, the newest thing right here in Palm Springs, California. Let's check this out. Let's check it out. Let's get a tour. Let's go. Let's check this place out. That is a classic burger if I ever did have one.
Oh yeah. You kidding me?
This might be some of the best food in Palm Springs. Delicious. What's up, you guys? Welcome to the Palm Springs Show. My name is Jacob Johnson.
And I'm Heath Cunningham.
I'm the host and co-producer of the Palm Springs Show.
I'm also the co-producer, and I do all of our video production here.
Cool, so we just wanted to just take a look back and answer a few questions. First of all, questions that we get asked, like what is the Palm Springs Show?
Absolutely. So I think the biggest thing to the Palm Springs Show is we're just showcasing what is around the Coachella Valley, what there is to do, what there is to eat.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many different things that make this place so unique and special, and I think that's kind of what we want to do, is just showcase what is so special about this place, what's so great about all of the experiences and the people and the food and you know, and that.
Well, and then Heath and I, we're not from here, so where are you from?
I'm originally from Hilton Head, South Carolina. So.
Yeah, South Carolina. I'm from Olympia, Washington, and then we have both ended up in the desert, the Coachella Valley, Palm Springs. How long have you been here, Heath?
I've been here almost 3 years, I think. Maybe a little bit longer than that, but I think around that.
Yeah, that's about how long I've been here too. And what do you think of it?
I think it's really cool. I think it's really unique.
And it's just like a great place with lots of sunshine. And so the Palm Springs Show was pretty much to showcase all of that. And also, like, I don't know about if you hear this a lot, but I hear a lot that Palm Springs doesn't have very good food. And I subscribed to that.
I've never heard that.
Yeah,
I guess because that's most of what we've done is do this show.
Food, right?
Yeah.
You know, like people in you know, people that travel from New York or San Francisco or Seattle will be like, oh, the food's not that great here. But now that I've done the Palm Springs Show, like, I have found some places that are like insane. Absolutely. So that brings me to the next question. What was your favorite food for places that we've shot? What's been like the tastiest?
That's really hard. I mean, Venezia is like,
oh dude.
Venezia is like the best Italian food like anywhere. It's crazy.
Yeah. Venezia is, and the authenticity is incredible. Massimo, who owns it, is super, super cool and obviously loves having us by, which is tons of fun. Yeah, that's probably one of the best places we've stopped.
Yeah. I think other than that, for me, it would have to be the chicken strips from Chicken Ranch.
God.
Those are incredible.
Okay, that if I would say, like, if you were gonna run into me anywhere, it's Chicken Ranch.
Yeah.
Like I go to first of all, my new office is close to Chicken Ranch, so I'll just walk over there for lunch. I always get the same thing, which is the green beans and fried chicken. It's so like ridiculous. How did the Palm Springs Show come to be?
Okay, so I think you need to answer like the first part about Aspen Mills, and then I need to answer the second part.
All right, so so basically I was in Los Angeles as an actor, and I got a job opportunity in Palm Springs, and I knew when I moved here that I wanted to do something with film and whatnot. I knew I didn't want to go completely away from acting and theater, but I did get really busy with work. So I pitched the idea to the people that I worked with, and it was basically like, that's not what we do. And so it kind of got shelved. And then I started booking Heath as the real estate photographer. And who Heath worked for said to me, you know, Heath is got a film degree. And I was like, okay, cool. So I went and met with Heath, and we found out that our birthdays were December 3rd, 1996. Same exact birthday, which is crazy. And then I told him, you know, this is what I'm good at. but I'm not good at video and editing. And he was like, well, I'm great at that. So
yeah, so then so we shot the first episode at Aspen Mills, right? They were gracious enough to let us, we shot essentially what was a test episode. And then we edited that. We went back and forth on the edit on that forever. And then it never really, because we never really had enough time to make more episodes.
No, we were both working full time, like where we had other people managing our schedule. We went there and like he said, it just didn't really come to fruition. And then the 2020 pandemic happened and I called Heath, and I was still doing real estate at the time, not really enjoying it, but I was like, let's just create real estate content. And he was like,
yeah, I was
why?
Like, I was like, we both just, we really both had really gotten fully out of real estate at that point. And you know, it wasn't a bad experience, but it wasn't something that we wanted to do forever.
It wasn't passion.
No,
there was no love, like there was no like excitement or enthusiasm behind it.
So I was like, I don't think you want to do that. I know that I don't want to do any more real estate stuff if I can help it. I was like, well, why don't we just focus on takeout? Why don't we showcase, you know,
local
these restaurants that are really struggling, or just places that we really like, that because we've been here a while, you know, we've been here long enough that we kind of know some places, or we can talk to people who've been here longer than us and know places, you know, and really focus on showcasing what, you know, all of these great places that need our help and need to be, you know, need some spotlight. And a lot of the owners that have been super nice and super willing to work with us and let us, you know, because that's the thing, is we're just showcasing them. It's not like we're making anything that, you know, we're just basically putting them in the best light possible. And so for them to be very willing and accepting of that, I think is great. You know what I mean? They clearly, we've worked with some really great people, and I think we've also gotten to work with some great, you know, not even just restaurants. We've talked a lot about restaurants, but like, you know, our third episode was with the animal shelter, and that was great.
That was fun. Yeah. In fact, that was going to bring me to my next question. What was your favorite place to shoot with?
Gosh, that's tough. Like, favorite of all time?
Yeah. Or let's say top three.
Top three.
If that makes it any easier.
Yeah, no. I think Cole Hotel for sure, because they were super nice.
Dude, they were great.
Yeah. They basically let us have full run of everything on the day they were off, and we really got to and I think that's honestly one of our best episodes.
Yeah.
And so I really like that. I like shooting with the windmill tours, because they've been super nice, and we did a photo shoot. I don't know if because we posted it on our But so that we did a photo shoot there too. They let us come over there.
With Jeff Whitlock and his team.
Yeah, so they've been super nice over there, and it's a cool place. And
it's a super cool place.
I learned a bunch of stuff about the windmills that I didn't know. Third one, because that's the problem, is then like those are the two huge standout ones, and then everything else is just really, really good. Yeah. Oh, well, shooting with Tommy Rose. I mean, come on, that was great. That was so cool. And to get to meet him and learn his history and everything.
Tommy Rose is awesome. So I would say, Cole Hotel was awesome. That was one of my favorite ones to shoot as well. The windmill was definitely one of my favorite completed episodes. Like once that was finished, I loved it. Same with Tommy Rose. That one, I would say Tommy Rose was probably one of the most fun that we shot. And it was also a really, really awesome finished product. So what was your favorite of finished episodes?
I mean, the takeout one is I think one of our best.
Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, that one, like, I had people calling me and they were, okay, so here's what I have to say. This takeout episode that we made was, you know, we had to shoot it pretty quick. We did it all in one day. It was a lot of work. Well, actually, we didn't. We went back to Venezia.
We shot like most of them in one day, and then we had to go back.
That's a lot of food. That's a lot of driving. That's a lot of like the production that goes into those. Like we want to do more of those episodes, and that is kind of the direction that we will head. We'll continuing showcasing like individual restaurants. If you want to be on the show, email us at thepalmspringshow@gmail.com. We'll be happy to include you. But when Heath's voiceover came through, I was like, wow, that is so good. So I think that you'll probably be hearing more voiceover from Heath as 2021 progresses, and that's very exciting.
And I'm glad that we really had a lot of time, because we shot it kind of quickly, but we shot it over a long period of time. Like we shot the first bit of it, and then we took like a few weeks and then shot the second part of it, and it was nice to be able to have a lot of time to really dial that in because it was longer. Because a lot of our episodes, because they're only in one place or they're one business, usually it ends up taking, I don't know, a week or so to edit them, or not, a little bit less than that, you know.
Yeah, I guess that's a good question. How long does it take from idea to completed episode?
I think it differs by business just because of how long it takes to schedule, but generally, and you obviously, you know, jump in here, but for me, like once we schedule with a business, pretty much we're shooting with them that week or the week after, and usually very rarely does it take more than a day, like a couple hours to shoot with somebody.
Yeah, maybe like when we're actually there shooting, like 30 to 45 minutes, depending on like Mojave Flea, we took a little more time because which is an episode that's coming out. Maybe it's already out. It'll be out. Yeah, it'll be out. So the Mojave Flea episode, we took a little extra time because there was so much to feature. The windmill tour, we took a lot of time because we wanted to actually have the tour, learn about the things.
Dragon Dine took, I mean, that was a whole day.
Yeah, that was probably one of the ones where at the end I was like, God, I'm wiped out.
Yeah. Because we were there from like, I think 12 or 1 until
I love days like that though.
Oh yeah, it was great.
Even the Cole Hotel one, like we did a lot of waiting around because we really wanted to get the sunset.
That was the 5th episode we'd filmed that day. We'd filmed 5 episodes, and that was our biggest shooting day, was because we shot Fruit Wonders, we shot IW Coffee, we shot
good memory.
Oh gosh, what was the other one? But then we shot the Cole Hotel, and then we shot the in 20 episodes. I remember.
Yeah.
Look back on our 20 episodes, and now we're at, by the time this
36,
comes out,
37.
by the time this comes out, we'll be at 37, I think, or 38.
Yeah.
Because the next one, as we're filming this, the next one to come out is the Mojave Flea, which should be our 36th episode, if I'm.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then Grand Central's gonna come out. We're featuring their brunch box, which is awesome. Check that out for takeout. Keep on ordering takeout right now. Like, you know, we're kind of the big thing we wanted to do was what's the best way that we can add value and also do what we love, and that's through content creation in the Palm Springs Show. I don't think there's anything else that we could be doing with our time that's like healthier for our mental state, better for our community, like, and also a lot of fun and, you know, exciting. And then to like get to see every episode, like for me, like, you know, he gets to take them home and edit them. I have to wait until, you know, pretty much a day before you guys see it is when I see it. Sometimes I will have people from our Patreon who will text me and say that they loved the episode, and I'll be like, I haven't even seen it yet. So like if you're on Patreon, they like sometimes they'll get episodes 4 or 5 days in advance, maybe even more.
I try to make sure that they get at least 24 hours. Sometimes like when we're running up against you know, because like when we have a lot of stuff scheduled, or when we're doing a lot of things at once, it might be a little like, it might be like on Wednesday evening before it fully gets, you know, but generally 24 hours for Patreon or earlier.
What is your favorite thing about producing the Palm Springs Show?
I think just getting to shoot so much different content, because we get to do so many different things, and obviously a lot of what we do is restaurants, but like, you know, getting to do the windmills and getting to do the Cole Hotel and all these different places, and getting to really try a lot of new things, and you know, and sometimes I'll try something and it might not quite work on one episode, and I'm like, all right, well, I'll bank that idea, and then it works a little bit better on another episode. But just getting the opportunity to really work on stuff and make, you know, content that I really like and is really good, and you know, and really to have a wealth of content to be able to, you know, and to have something like it be like this, you know, this is all of our work, you know.
I think that easily my favorite thing about producing the Palm Springs Show is getting to actually host the show, produce the show, have creative control, get to do things that we want to do. You know, there's been lots of times that I've brought up things that seemed like a good idea, and Heath would, you know, bring to my attention like, you know, do you really want to do that? And it's like, no, I actually really don't. And so like, it's just like the creative process, and then not being told like, here's what you have to do.
I think you hit on something really important, is that like we're making, like we're in charge. We're
right.
the people that make the content. We're not beholden to anyone.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that that's really special, is that, you know, we're not making thousands, you know, we're not millionaires.
No.
But everything that we make is 100% something that we both agree on, and something that we're proud of.
Yeah.
Something that is something that we wanted to make.
Yeah.
And I think that that's not, you know, not everybody gets that opportunity.
Well, and that's how I feel, is like, I come from Los Angeles. I was there for almost 4 years, and in that time that I was there, I was trying to get the opportunity to do something like this, and then coming out here, you know, we've gotten to create exactly what we want, how we want, you know, when we want. Like, you know, in December, we were both very busy. So,
yeah.
you know, I don't have to be like, hey, you know, I have all this other stuff going on. Like, can I get the time off? I can just be like, hey, you know what? Let's, you know, pause episodes for a moment. Like, let's enjoy our holidays. And that's what we gotten to do. And then now we're excited to come back. And, you know, like, we want to release episodes every Thursday, but there's not that dire pressure of like, we have to make it this Thursday. Oh, you know, at the beginning, we wanted to just give everybody an opportunity to get seen.
Absolutely. Well, and we were posting episodes
2 days a week.
2 days a week. I think there was one week where we did like three a week.
Dude, that was crazy.
Yeah, I don't think we could go
we
back
did
to
do 3 a week, because we did the Monday update.
Oh yeah, there was a while where we did the Monday update, we did a Thursday episode,
and then a Saturday episode. Yeah, that was very ambitious.
Yeah.
So if to a viewer like that was coming to Palm Springs for the first time, if you were like, here are 3 places and items to try across the entire valley, what would you say?
Oh gosh, Chicken Ranch. Probably Venezia. Because
it's just good Italian food.
Yeah. I think you have to go to Sherman's. I think if you come here, it's like required you have to go to Sherman's.
Right.
And get even if you just get some deli just
right.
like to take home, or just like a cake or whatever.
Yeah, I love Sherman's. I used to get their Reuben all the time. For me, I would say definitely, like I said, Gabino's. If you're here, you have to try it. It's new, but it's ridiculous. Definitely Chicken Ranch. I think Chicken Ranch is a great place for like working people, because it's quick, so you can like run in there. I can get in and out in there in less than 15 minutes with my green beans, my chicken strips, and then a soda if I like. Plus, the guy that owns it is awesome. He always comes and says hello. Like, he's super nice. Oh, that's another thing. I think one of my favorite things about doing the Palm Springs show is building a rapport with the community.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, not just the business owners, but like, you know, obviously I've wanted to be an actor my whole life. So when people are like, oh, you're from the Palm Springs show, I'm like, oh yeah, you are right. Like, that is.
Well, I think, you know, that's something that, you know, talking about working with people, I think one thing that's really cool is the local artists that we've got to work with. You know, like Trevor Wayne and Marconi, and like, it's so cool to not only feature businesses, but people that are just making something that's interesting here.
Yeah.
And we've got some other stuff coming up, and I think Hermanos Flowers is going to be really cool.
Yeah.
Not only do flowers, but they also make music, and they produce that live music show. And
yeah,
so it's going to be really cool.
I think what's happening is like, we're becoming a resource for places to communicate what they're doing, and by allowing us to have the experience. So like the Windmill Tour, for an example,
Right.
they allowed us to have that experience, which allowed us to feature it. Restaurants allow us to dine and feature that experience. And now this flower shop, which does some music, we're gonna learn about their vision and their experience. Like, the restaurants are open for takeout. The food really is incredible. You can go back and see how many mms are in each one to decide where you're gonna go. But I mean, you can't go wrong. Palm Springs is an amazing place.
Absolutely, yeah.
What's in the future for the Palm Springs show?
What's in the future for the Palm? Hopefully more I don't know what the word is. I would say maybe curated content, like the favorite takeout episodes. Where we're doing a little more in-depth episodes. And I'd love to do some interviews where we talk about kind of like the history of Palm Springs and that sort of stuff. We've talked about doing that. But
a whole lot.
Yeah.
A whole lot.
So thank you so much for watching this episode. It's a little different format, obviously, but we really wanted to sort of, because this is our first year of doing it, so we kind of wanted to do a little sort of look back or retrospective on what we've been doing and how far we've grown. And in under a year, we've done 35 plus episodes, which is crazy. So we want to really thank you guys for supporting us and for engaging with us, and follow us on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook, and because we're trying to post everywhere, and so sometimes it's hard to kind of keep up with everything, but we appreciate you guys keeping with us and following all of our content. And we've got some really, really good stuff coming up that I'm very excited about, and I think that you guys are really going to enjoy. So we'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching this week's episode of the Palm Springs Show. There's no special shout out. We usually do a special shout out at the end of this segment, but there's no one to shout out except us, but that's just self-aggrandizing. So we want to thank you so much and hope that you follow us on Instagram and Facebook and subscribe to us on YouTube and check out our Patreon if you want to see. There's more questions than we aired in the public version of this that are over on Patreon. We do behind the scenes content there all the time. We engage with people that subscribe over there, and you can get your name in the credits, like I think it's over here. So be sure to check us out over there and keep watching our show and share with all your friends. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next week.